Diddy got a lot going on. Everybody knew this for about 20 years. Everybody had their own assumptions, and everybody did their own thing and spoke on it and said what they said. Wendy Williams and Jaguar Wright was the first two people to expose it, and they've been exposing it for years. Everybody thought they was weird, crazy, foolish, stupid, whatever, right? Now the shit comes out. But let's talk about some real shit, right? Let's talk about, since everybody's worried about Puff Daddy and everybody got something to say about P. Diddy and what he going through, right? There's a lot of you, there's a lot of you niggas out there right now, right? That are just like him. Y'all might not have the money he got. Y'all might not have the power he got or the connections he got. But there's a lot of people who have something to say about this man. Let's talk about the pedophiles and the people like Diddy in your hood. If you check out all my videos and lives, there's gonna be a live in there talking about a particular person from my town. I already named it. I caught a lot of backlash from it. I don't really give a damn. But at the end of the day, he was doing the same Diddy shit. But he was responsible for the kids. You know what I'm saying? He was responsible for the kids. But since everybody got so much to say about everybody else, let's talk about the pedophiles and the people of Diddy's caliber in your projects. Why don't you air some of the people out that's on that timing, that want to grab up the young girls, manipulate them with the liquor and the weed and the outfits, the little cheap outfits they buy these chicks out here, and they be taking advantage of a lot of people that are going through humbling situations that might mess around and just take your money. There's a lot of Diddy's running around out here, and everybody want fame. Why don't you put the fame out there and air out the people in your city and your neighborhood that's on the same type of time that Diddy's on? A lot of y'all be scared to talk about people and what they doing, and some people be having so much to say, but it never expose those people that they hang out with for being creeps. I don't hang with a lot of people that I used to hang because I seen a lot of pedophilia behaviors and mind states in a lot of people, and I checked a lot of people, but I got away from a lot of people also. Let's talk about the Diddies that's running around in the hood that niggas don't talk about. That's out here taking advantage of these little kids. Let's talk about some of you dudes that's out here on Diddy time and playing around with other men. Let's talk about it. Everybody be having so much to say about somebody else, man. Expose yourself. You can ask me anything you want to ask me, and I'll tell you the truth on it because I have nothing to hide. A lot of people got skeletons in their closet, bones in their closet, old bones in their closet. Let's talk about you mooks running around the town fronting. Let's talk about you mooks that's involved with men on the low, and then eventually it gets blown up because a lot of you dudes is taking cash prizes and incentives from men, and y'all know these dudes is mooks, but y'all try to keep it under the rafters so bad. You be trying to keep the shit under the rafters so bad. Let's talk about it. Y'all gonna exercise and worry yourself over what Diddy doing? Why don't y'all talk about the people who out here doing the things to the kids, man? Let's talk about all them old school niggas that was taking advantage of the young girls that didn't have shit. Let's get out there and talk about that. Let's have some conversation. If y'all want to talk, let's talk about some things. guys is funny out here, man. Y'all will sit out here and talk about people left and right. And y'all talk about people y'all ain't never been around, right? Just chatting. Let's talk about it. Put it out there. But have proof when you put it out there. The vlog I did about the little pedophiles running around in the city, it stirred up a lot of commotion because a lot of people wanted it to go under the radar. Nah, man, if you out here committing those type of offenses with kids, you should be given life in the prison system with a bunch of aggressive mooks that like to take advantage of people and take people's booty if you a pedophile. And the worst thing about you pedophiles is that y'all try to shut people up or move people away from places. There's a lot of that going on in my town. So I'm just addressing my town. Everybody respectfully, if you tap in and you watch and you from a different city or a different town, then you make a vlog about the same thing, man. Putting these people on Front Street, man. Out here doing all these weird behaviors and all that. Things that we grew up knowing that was a sin. That man going through everything he going through because he's the devil. He went against all his Christianity. And his mother turned devil too because she okayed it. They really can't take nothing from him because that bad boy enterprise is in his mother's name. But let's talk about the ones in the hood, though. Let's talk about y'all dudes in the hood that like messing around with the youngins. Because y'all intimidated by the grown women that got shit going on that'll tell you about yourself. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of you women out here, older women out here too, messing with the young boys. So y'all can't be out here blacking out on these old ass dudes and these old ass niggas messing with the young girls if y'all out here messing with the young boys. Y'all not exempt. Y'all talk about men. Y'all out here doing all types of stuff. Could never understand that. Y'all women always like to be one-sided with it, but y'all out here playing around with the young boys too.
Got your motherfucking man, come here. Nigga, next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, here.
What's wrong with the world, man?
Bring the bitch here.
Everything's going backwards.
Nigga, you wanna die?
70s heroin flow, I spit that dope shit. Heroin. Leaning on a Cadillac door, macking a whole bitch. I feed her food, give her clothes, but no dick. Listen, and no paper, so bitch, don't trip. Don't trip out. Just go trick and bring me back the spoils. The breach. I'll give you your roses, just be loyal. Loyalty. Stay classy and cordial, and I'll adore you. I come snip this gram of blow off the spoil. I'm focused, haters notice how I'm stepping. Gators. It's the 914 that I'm repping. The 9. I'm giving out lessons in symmetric motion. Never stressing, I'm counting hundreds of blessings. Amen. I formed the marriage with rap until my death. I do. Anybody challenging me, place your bets.
Some of y'all got daughters too.
Under the steps with no regrets.
I ain't gonna say some.
Getting these checks.
Most
I'm
of
the
y'all.
best. No games.
Too many fakers, imitators, perpetrators, watching all the moves that we make. Guess we some motivators, innovators, made a few ways just to get some paper. About to find a low-key spot with a few neighbors. Might just build me a lake with a few gators. Snap, I was playing with pennies, but this is new paper. Cash, been nice with this shit, only a few greater. Social media liars, I catch you dudes fake pie maker. Need me a pie, I hit the hood baker. What up, dog? Politicking about big money, wild chicken. What we doing? Praying we losing, stop wishing. Don Julio was trending, back to the Henny sipping. Henny at niggas still on the corner, penny pitching. Squeeze while we cooking and mixing, niggas some major figures. Run it up. The haters know that we nice, so why they playing with us? Why y'all playing? We wasn't starving, so how you think you gonna cake it with niggas?
Yo, some of you cats, y'all got daughters, y'all got nieces, y'all got young cousins that's out here. And y'all out here looking at these little kids. A lot of y'all be perpetrating life and y'all really have sicknesses within y'all heads. How many Diddy's you got in your neighborhood? Niggas knew what that man was doing. Everybody knew what he was doing. Now everybody running and hiding. Kevin Lyles stepping down from Warner Music Group. Another head at Warner Music Group is stepping down. They passing off shit. Russell Simmons disappeared. Nobody sees Russell Simmons no more. Uh, Jay-Z's getting paranoid. All them executives, everybody is running scared. Gene Deal starting to talk a lot more now, but he was the bodyguard that okayed who went in the room and stopped who didn't go in the room. All of a sudden he has a lot to talk about. You was there every step of the way. So does that make him an enabler? We don't know. But we appreciate him for making all this public now and proving what Wendy Williams and Jaguar Wright been saying for years and decades. Now all of a sudden the bodyguard's coming out telling the truth. What really happened to Wolf? What happened to Big? Never mind that. Let's talk about the Diddy's in y'all hood though. How many of y'all are brave enough to expose the Diddy's in y'all neighborhood? Check my lives, check my vlogs. I did one already exposing one from this city, my city. Nigga had a baby with a girl in middle school and moved to out of state and still be communicating with the family, flying the child in and out, holidays. There's a Diddy out here. There's a few other Diddy's roaming this city. This one. I'm going to put them out there because I ain't scared of none of them. I ain't worried about none of them. There's a lot of them, bro. There's a lot of them. But I'm going to do my real research and I'm going to get with the people who was young when they was dealing with these people because now they grown and they probably could be easier talking about it because a lot of them was misguided youth that didn't really have nothing in the street. Parents was on drugs or something, or they themselves had bad habits. And creeps was out here recognizing that these little kids was vulnerable. I'm just letting it be known now. I have 4 daughters. And I'm not in communication with one of them. But and they're grown. Let anybody my age or older that knew that they was my children wait till they get older to deal with them. Instant problem. Instant. I'm talking about right away. Instant problem. And my daughters would never deal with nobody that I know that's my age or older anyway if they knew them coming up in their lifetime. But there are some Diddy's out there that'll try these kids, bro. And I'm talking about my grown daughters. There's some Diddy's out here that'll try the little kids. Some of them be disguised as security guards in the school, coaches, counselors. They ain't low. Who's around the kids a lot? Just because they pass a background check, that don't mean that they don't have bones in their closet. Some of them dodged the sex offender list. There was a known security guard in my school during my era when I was going to school that used to really mess with the young girls and flirt with the young girls, and he was like in his 30s, 40s at the time. So there are some. He ended up getting fired and all that other shit. He not there still, but there's still some. posing as security guards, coaches, counselors, after school program workers. And some of them are sick enough to where they dealing with middle school kids. So be careful when you're allowing your children to be in them schools, right? You got to do research on who's responsible for your child when your child leaves and attends school. You know they got all these cameras and stuff, so that ain't no big thing. But at the end of the day, creeps are still creeps. But there's a lot of Diddy's in my city. They gonna get exposed though.
Anything that is in principle possible will be done if people want to do it.
Y'all time running out. If the king of the freak-offs got caught, y'all next.
Funny how the love turned to jealousy. They know I got a bag coming. Now they gon' come for me. I'm top-notch buds getting broken down in Perlin one. Niggas ain't following lessons. I'm about to learn you something. Download the format. Built my whole castle from a doormat. Some say I'm starting to act funny. Yeah, nigga, on that. Where was you when I needed some help? Yeah, let's talk that. Haters think they cool, but they off-brand. No one you doing better than them, so they talk bad. Painting false pictures for likes, but let's talk bad. Weirdo motherfuckers, they don't want that. Me and Cino, we the source. We know some scammers that can draw backs. I'm the cop to no game change. That's all facts. Stupid ass niggas gotta fall flat. Full court pressure on the game. You know we on that. Lighting fire, getting higher where it grow at. Keep on flipping till there ain't nothing left. Nothing.
You gotta be careful. It's funny because there's still a lot of them type of Diddy's in the city. They still in charge of a lot of things going on dealing with these kids. And situations happen. I don't know why these parents who are allowing their children to be in these sports and all this other stuff, they're not really doing their research on who these coaches or who these people are around their children. We get it. Some of y'all just want the break. We get that shit. But that don't mean you just throw your kid out there. Let's talk about the Diddy's from the city, man. I'm just going to sit back and wait and see how many people going to come clean about situations they was in. I got a tell-all book that I'm about to write. I'm not going to keep getting on this right here, exposing nothing, exposing nobody. If you see me on these lives, I'm going to be talking about worldwide topics, situations, current events, news. I'm not getting on here exposing no other person for what they did or what demons they got to battle with. That's something they got to deal with and deal with their higher power. I'm not getting on here exposing nobody no more for being cowards, because that's the typical thing that makes this thing right here drive. Everybody wants to see when somebody's into it with somebody or getting up here talking about somebody. Shit really don't serve no purpose, because ain't nobody gonna change, and ain't nothing gonna change except you. So until you understand that, you'll understand that that shit is getting whacked. And a lot of people doing this shit for likes and views and all this other shit. I just like talking to the people that I connected with, my 1.83 plus thousand subscribers. I be connecting to people. I promote. I do a lot of things. I play music. I got a podcast. We deal with real stuff over here. So anything that's petty for the remainder of the year is not my timing. I got a book, second book that I'm about to finish up. I got another magazine about to finish up. Got another EP about to drop. I got music that's out now. Go get that Don't Speak to Me featuring my artist C Note Los. Yes, I have a record label. My artist C Note Los. We got a track called Don't Speak to Me. It's out right now, all platforms. We got a track coming next month. We got a track coming November. We got a mixtape coming in December. I'm about to put together the second mixtape, probably drop it in January. I'm running things now. I'm going to drop something every month. If it ain't music, it's a book or it's a magazine or something. But yeah, it's time to expose the Diddy's in the city. It's time for y'all to expose the Diddy's out there. If y'all want Diddy to be a topic in y'all discussions or y'all bring them up remotely sometimes, talk about the Diddy's that's running around in y'all neighborhood that y'all know about. Flirting with them kids, offering them money, offering them vices because they know some smoke weed, some like to drink liquor. And you know how the young kids is doing it now. So there's a lot of creeps out here that's looking and watching that type of shit. Just make sure you keep your loved one on point to pay attention to motherfuckers like that. Other than that, be safe out there, get your money, love us, you heard?